Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Tottenham Hotspur. We are currently 6 games into the Premier League season, sat 7th place in the table. 1 defeat to our name, 3 victories and 2 draws. We're doing alright. We do need to do a little bit better. Since the last episode, we've played a few games and I think we've done alright in them. I say that with a question mark at the end because I haven't played this save for a number of days now and I've kind of forgot what's happened. Last episode then was Manchester United and Southampton, wasn't it? So we've actually done very good in the last 2 matches in between episodes. Against West Ham, a 3-0 victory. Christian Eriksen, Harry Kane from the penalty spot and a Troy Parrott's goal late on in the game, which I think was actually breaks the record for our youngest ever goal scorer. Then against PSV, this match was a mess. A real mess. We end up winning 3-2, but only just. Irving Lozano opens the scoring on 8 minutes. Harry Kane equalises on 19. We then take the lead through Ben Davies. Shortly afterwards, Steven Bergwijn equalises on 66. Then all the way to the 90th minute, and finally, Lucas Moura scores the winning goal for us. We just about managed to pick up 3 points in this match. Today, 2 big games. It's going to be Liverpool. We're going to have a little bit of an Accrington sandwich in the middle. It's going to be Chelsea as well. I don't know why I said Liverpool first. It's Chelsea, then Liverpool, in that order. We need to pick up ideally 3 points, ideally 6 points. I'd take 1 victory and a defeat. I'm looking for, really, a victory and a draw. That's kind of the ideal. Both at home. No, we should win both of these. Match number 1 of the episode then, in front of a sellout at Wembley Stadium. 90,000 people are going to be in attendance for this, for the London derby. It's going to be a Premier League record, apparently. We are hopefully going to get something from this. A defeat here could actually be pretty disastrous. A defeat here and then against Liverpool. And we might end up being about 12th by the end of this episode. That's not good. Yes. Now I remember why we didn't do so well against PSV. We have had a little bit of an injury problem. Hugo Lloris, obviously our number 1 goalkeeper, has been out injured. He's still slightly injured. So Paulo Gazzaniga has actually managed to play the last game or 2, I think. We've also had some problems. I think Jan Vertonghen was also slightly injured. Alderweireld, I don't think has been injured, but he's not been particularly match fit for the majority of it either. We are kind of in a little bit of a bit of no man's land when it comes to actually having a full strength side. What we're going to go for then, in terms of starting lineup, Gazzaniga is going to be our goalkeeper with Serge Aurier, Toby Alderweireld. Rick van Drongelen is going to be making his first debut? Yep, that's how debuts work. His first start for the club as well. Danny Rose is going to be the left back, which I think might be his second appearance. I think he might have played against PSV. Big Victor Wanyama is going to be the half back with Dele Alli and Moussa Sissoko in front of him. On the right hand side is going to be Lucas Moura. Son Heung-min is going to be the inside forward on the left, and Harry Kane is going to lead the line as that complete forward. We have lots of players who aren't particularly fit because of the Champions League. We are going to struggle big time with match fitness, I think, this season. Chelsea are playing quite an attacking-looking side. Giroud and Higuain up front with Hazard just behind. That is quite frightening. Jorginho, Kante and Kovacic as possibly 3 defence midfielders. Is that what they're playing? I mean, that doesn't seem quite right. But maybe they're just playing very defensive when it comes to their defenders and very attack. They've got no one in the middle of the pitch, have they? 15 minutes in and Son has a corner for us. Lucas Moura is at the front. Rick van Drongelen's going to play it back to Son. Back to the central defender from Holland. Across to big Victor Wanyama. Rick van Drongelen getting a lot of the ball for a centre-back. Not really sure why he's doing that. Serge Aurier now on the right-hand side. He's got 2 in the box. Only 2 to select, but Son is one of those 2. And Son Heung-min has put Tottenham 1-0 up in Wembley Stadium in front of 90,000 people against Chelsea. That is an ideal start to the game. That goal has moved us up to 4th place in the table. Brighton, flying, still flying, and I don't understand how Bournemouth are beating Man City as well. That is ideal. Brighton 2-0 up against Manchester United. What's happening with Brighton in this save? Lucas Moura with the ball on the right, cuts inside, goes for goal, hit the post, and Kepa manages to hold on to the ball. Brighton are 2-0 up against Manchester United. They've won 5 out of their opening 7, and they haven't had particularly easy games either. Half time then, and it has been quite a lot of one-way traffic for Tottenham. Unfortunately, it's only a 1-goal lead. Harry Kane is on a 6.4. A 6.4, Harry. Do you want to be playing the rest of the match? Because I've got Troy Parrott and Rodell Richards, who will quite happily play as a striker for the second half. We're sticking with the same 11 for now, although Harry Kane will be coming off at some point. Son with a free kick. Kovacic heads it across. Harry Kane is there, and somehow we've missed. It was offside anyway. That, unfortunately, is about halfway across the line, isn't it? It's not going to be a goal. It is going to stay 1-0. Corner for Chelsea has come in. The ball has almost found its way into the back of the net. It's going to be another corner. Hazard is going to be the one to step up to take it once again. Where's it going to go? It's going deep towards David Luiz. Son doesn't manage to win the header, but it doesn't matter because it's gone wide for a goal kick. We've got a highlight, and we've also got an injury to Dele Alli. He's not fully injured, but he's definitely not looking particularly good. We're going to be bringing off Harry Kane and Dele Alli when we get the chance, because Kane, he's moved up to a 6.5. That was not a highlight at all, and I don't know why. Right, Ali is going to be coming off for Christian Eriksen. Harry Kane is going to be coming off for Troy Parrott. Let's give Troy Parrott a chance. He's already scored 1 goal for us so far this season. Maybe he can get his second against Chelsea. Corner for Eriksen to take it. It's towards someone. It's going to be a penalty. We've got a penalty. David Luiz has shoved Troy Parrott. And number 10, Christian Eriksen, maybe, steps up to take it. It is Eriksen. It's going to be 2-0. It was a terrible goalkeeping effort, terrible effort at a save from Kepa. We are 2-0 up against Chelsea. This is looking like a very good result. Troy Parrott has already done more than Harry Kane has in the entire match, and he's been on the pitch for about 5 minutes. Throw on for Azpilicueta, finds N'Golo Kante. Back to Azpilicueta on that right-hand side. Plays it forward, tries to find Giroud, but can't do it. Eriksen now to Lucas Moura. He's got Aurier making a run to his right-hand side. Aurier crosses in. Azpilicueta can clear. There was no one challenging him. Moura once again to Eriksen. Aurier had so much space then. He does finally get the ball. Eriksen back to Serge Aurier. Crosses in now. Son's at the back. Controls it and has made it 3-0. Son Heung-min. Why have we not been playing this formation for the majority of the season? Because we are destroying Chelsea 3-0. Another highlight with Aurier with a throw to Wanyama. Back to Serge Aurier. Crosses in. Son's there at the back. It's a bit too far. Across towards Troy Parrott, but Kepa can pluck the ball out of the air. We've got 15 minutes to play, so there is easily enough time for us to get 3, 4 or 5 more goals in this match by the way we're playing. Aurier with the ball to Eriksen. Where is he going to go? To Lucas Moura, who probably needs to come off because he's looking a bit tired. Keeps running, does Moura. Finds Son, who's on a hat-trick. Sissoko now. Across to Eriksen, plays it all the way across to the England international Danny Rose. Sissoko, Rose once again, loads of space, 4 in the box. Lucas Moura is one of them. Son's at the back and Son has got his hat-trick. Get in there, Son. 4-0 against Chelsea. 4-0. What a performance. And the final sub then, we're going to do Lucas Moura off for we don't have any other wingers. Right, we're going to do Moura for Trippier. I think that could be dangerous. And by dangerous, I mean, I think Trippier, full health Trippier down that right-hand side as a winger, could be quite good for us. It's a corner. Trippier steps up to take it. 7 minutes to play. Could it be 5? Rudiger can clear it. Rick van Drongelen to big Victor Wanyama. Eriksen goes for goal. He's made it 5. This is bloody filth. Genuinely, at the start of this match, I was concerned that we were going to lose this. We've just battered Chelsea 5-0. They've only had 5 shots. We've had 5 goals. There's 40 seconds to play, so something still might be coming from this. Danny Rose back to Rick van Drongelen, who I suspect has had a wonderful game today. Van Drongelen to Wanyama, across to Sissoko. Son with the ball. Man of the match award for Son, surely. Danny Rose gets the ball. There is still time. Crosses in. It's cleared. It's not cleared far enough. Higuain can clear it a little bit further. Aurier now with the ball. We're into the final 5 seconds, so nothing more is probably going to happen in this highlight. It is going to be a 5-0 destruction of Chelsea. Son Heung-min with 3 goals, sorry. Christian Eriksen with a brace as well. After coming off the bench as well, Christian Eriksen. Can we have more performances like that, please? Well, that puts us back into Champions League contention. 7 games in, obviously it's very, very early on. Brighton, how are Brighton getting on? They won 2-1 against Manchester United. How are they doing this? How are Brighton actually doing this? They've beaten, okay, they've only had Manchester United, but they've beat Man United away, Palace away, Southampton away. They've lost to Watford, and they've drawn with Cardiff. How are Brighton so high up in the table? I don't like it. Up next, we are going to have a League Cup match against Accrington Stanley. We are going to play a massively rotated squad for this one. So you'll join me the other side of the match where we'll just show you what the result was, because I'm not really interested in winning this one either. So against Accrington Stanley, we have played a massively rotated squad. Troy Parrott, Oakley Booth, Paleo Murillo, players like that are all getting a start today. There you go, that's the starting lineup. We've got some excitement after 31 minutes. VAR has been called in because apparently Troy Parrott has been pushed. Is it going to be a penalty? It is going to be a penalty, so who's going to step up to take this? It is going to be Musa Sissoko, smashes that into the back of the net. I'm surprised there is not a hole in the net, how hard he hit that. At half-time then, we have been all over Accrington Stanley, but unfortunately, we've only managed to score 1 goal from the penalty spot. We've been getting close. I'm hoping in the second half we can score 2 or 3. Well, right at the end of the game, there was a red card for Accrington Stanley. We have destroyed them, but we couldn't score a goal. We've hit the bar, we've hit the post, we've missed an open goal. Unfortunately, even bringing on Son and Harry Kane really didn't make a difference, but as long as we win, I'm happy with the victory. Well, the quadruple is still on. It wasn't particularly convincing, though, against Accrington. Now that the little cup distraction is out of the way, it's time to carry on focusing on the league. Liverpool are our opponents. Second place Liverpool. If we win, we could potentially, well, in theory, if we win, we will move up at least 1 place. If Brighton manage to beat Chelsea, I don't know how they're going to do that, but the way they've been playing, they probably will. Who are Arsenal playing Burnley. It's really too early on in the season to be looking too closely at results, but, you know, I kind of always seem to do this. The starting lineup we're going to go for then. In goal is going to be the returning Hugo Lloris. Serge Aurier, Toby Alderweireld, Jan Vertonghen and Ben Davies will be the back four today, with Eric Dyer returning to the starting 11 as that half-back, replacing Victor Wanyama. Christian Eriksen will be partnering Harry Winks in midfield today, with Lucas Moura, Son Heung-min and Harry Kane as the strikers. We've done quite a bit of changing, but part of that is down to the fact that we've now got the first team players are back in, like Eric Dyer missed a couple of matches through injury and fitness and things like that. So, you know, this should be our starting 11 for most of the time, apart from maybe Harry Winks. I don't know whether this match is going to be a sellout. I didn't actually pay attention, but against a very strong Liverpool side, that front four is frightening. Shaqiri arguably is the weakest link. No, it's not Shaqiri. Sorry, Adam Lallana's in there. I'm sorry, Adam Lallana. As a former Southampton player, I really should like you, but I don't because of the way you left the club. Anyway, back to the football match at hand. There's a lot of former Southampton players, obviously, that have left for Liverpool. That's kind of the meme that Liverpool buy all Southampton players. Very few of them have left in a way that Adam Lallana did. I think Lovren was another one. He left kind of under a cloud, I think is the best way of putting it. Eriksen, with a free kick early on, has decided to play it all the way back to Serge Aurier. Ben Davies, who's picked up a yellow card. Eriksen again to Son, gets tackled, and now the counter-attack is on. Mo Salah is going to run onto that. He's got no options, but it doesn't matter because he is that good. It is a great save from Lloris, and it's going to be a throw-on for Liverpool. I'm ballsing everything up today. Vertonghen with a free kick, 10 minutes on the clock. Winks to Eriksen. Winks gets the ball back once again, and Eriksen passing it around over the top towards Harry Kane. Harry Kane's not going to get there first. Mignolet clears it. Alderweireld heads forward, but Adam Lallana collects it. Now Shaqiri on the left-hand side. He's got no real options. He's going to have to go back to Robertson. Lallana and Shaqiri passing it around. Fabinho. Loads of space on the right-hand side. He goes for goal from distance. It's a curling effort, but it is over the bar. So far, it's been quite a lot of Liverpool action. The ball over the top tries to find Harry Kane, but can't do it. Mignolet clears. Fabinho heads forward, but Dyer intercepts, but it's not a good header forward. Salah's going to run on to Matip's effort, and what's happened? What's happened there? I want to watch the replay of this goal, because I don't understand what actually happened. So Matip just smashes it over the top. Classic Allardyce football, that is. Salah gets the ball, tries to chip it over Lloris. Lloris then decides to not bother, and then does a knee slide. I don't know why that's gone in. That goal moves Liverpool to the top of the table, and we've dropped down to 5th place because Chelsea are beating Brighton. Surprise. Free kick for Eriksen, 36 minutes on the clock, and Christian Eriksen has put it into the bottom corner. It has been all one-way traffic for Liverpool so far in this match, and finally, Christian Eriksen has got something for us. Like literally, I think that's probably our first highlight, isn't it? 5 minutes to play of the first half. Robertson heads forward to Shaqiri. Milner back to Shaqiri. He's got Robertson on his left-hand side. There's 3 in the box, 4 in the box. Salah's one of them. It is over the bar. Shaqiri with a free kick. It's still not half-time. Sadio Mane back to Shaqiri, who has loads of space. The cross hits Dyer. Now Dyer can pass it to Son. Back to Eric Dyer. We are going to take our time with this. We've still got 3 minutes of the first half to play. Dyer's just going to stand still with the ball. What's happening? Eriksen loses out. Lallana's going to go one-on-one with the keeper and smash it into the top corner. 2 goals have been scored by the AI just ballsing that up. What was Dyer doing here? He's just stood still for a bit. Well, half time everyone's going to get a good old shouting at because we've been bloody shocking. 11 shots to our 3. We've had 3 shots. Harry Kane's on a 6.3. Eric Dyer's got a mistake leading to goal. We're giving everyone an aggressive team talk. Show me something else in the second half. So Dyer's on a 6.3. Kane's on a 6.3 as well. Something. Right, you, passionately, you weren't that bad. No, I want you to prove everybody. Yeah, that one. Sure, you look fired up. Assertively. I'm very unhappy you're costing mistake. He looked fired up. Good. That's good. We've done a good team talk as well. Van Dijk with a free kick, and his effort is just over the bar. It's a very similar angle, actually, to the Eriksen goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold's throw-on finds Eriksen. TAA gets the ball back. Milner to Lallana. Across to Shaqiri. Liverpool are just taking the mick, aren't they? Fabinho to Milner once again. Across, doesn't manage to find Robertson. Lucas Moura is apparently playing for us. Eriksen gets the ball. Lucas Moura once again runs inside over the halfway line. Keeps going. Moura, he's going to keep going. He's going to go for goal. And Lucas Moura has just scored a ridiculous goal. Oh my word, what a goal that is. It's put us back on level terms. That might be goal of the season. He's taken that from halfway into his own half and just taken it around every single Liverpool player he could find, and then finishes it off like that as well. In this Football Manager save, Lucas Moura hasn't been particularly impressive for me, and then he goes and does something like that. Right, Harry Kane is going to be coming off. We're going to do Dele Alli. They recommend Dele Alli as a striker. We're going to go for Dele Alli as a striker. Ben Davies off for Rick van Drongelen, who is not a left-back. I didn't put Danny Rose on the bench, did I? Eriksen with a free kick. It's not a free kick, it's a corner. And Dele Alli is ghosting in at the back post but hits it over the bar. On the hour mark, Alderweireld's throw. Tries to find Dele Alli but can't do it. Why is Alderweireld taking those throw-ons? Lallana into Fabinho. I need to fix my throw-on takers, don't I? Virgil van Dijk now. There's a lot of Spurs players pressing high on the Tottenham defence. Mignolet's kick over the halfway line. Vertonghen heads forward. Eriksen can't get there in front of Lallana. Fabinho now. Across to TAA on the right-hand side. Crosses in early. Salah is there. He's hit the post. Alderweireld can calmly clear it to Rick van Drongelen, who smashes it off the pitch. This has been an action-packed match so far. Moura, who scored the equalising goal, through to Dele Alli. He was offside. He's put it in the back of the net. It's a great finish, but it is not going to count. That might have been close. I'm not quite sure. That is extremely close. That is extremely close. I feel a little bit cheated there. Final 20 minutes of the match, and we've got another highlight. Corner comes in. Alderweireld doesn't pay attention. What's happened there? Joel Matip scored. So that's the third Liverpool goal where something has just kind of gone a little bit of a fluke. What is that? How have Fabinho decided to do a slide tackle to play that across to Joel Matip? That's ridiculous. Right, we're going to give him a show some passion. We're actually doing, I think we're doing better than the scoreline suggests. 3-2, we've scored a couple of goals. Defensively, we've been a bit of a shambles. Aurier with the throw, 5 minutes to play, gets the ball back from Dyer. Eric Dyer once again to Eriksen. Lucas Moura runs inside, goes for goal, and what was that effort? You've done something magical today and then just decide to roll it into Mignolet's hands. Kick over the halfway line, Alderweireld heads forward, winks. Eriksen now gets tackled, which apparently was a good tackle. Now they're running across, plays it across to Sadio Mane on the right-hand side, smashes it into Mo Salah. He's hit the post again, but he was offside this time. We've got 4 minutes to play. I'm thinking we're probably not going to be winning this one. 10 seconds left of normal time, not even normal time, injury time to play. It's a great slide tackle there from Eric Dyer. It is going to be a 3-2 defeat against Tottenham. We're Tottenham against Liverpool. That's just infuriated me because every single one of their goals came about from some weird AI stuff. Well, I did say at the start of this episode that I want to get at least one victory. We got one victory, a comfortable, very, very comfortable victory as well it was, against Chelsea. It means that we end the episode 5th place in the table, although Burnley could potentially move up ahead of us. We're going to go forward until Burnley have played Wolves by the looks of it. Oh, apparently it's the end of the month as well. Christian Eriksen wins Player of the Month, 4 goals in 4 games. Good job, Christian. Let's give him a lovely little congratulations. See how he likes that. I appreciate it. No worries. Apparently, Burnley aren't playing. I don't know. Burnley and Wolves just for some reason aren't playing. We're going to end this episode here then. We're going to stay in 5th place because fixtures don't seem to make sense. Next episode, we are going to probably go for Real Madrid and Crystal Palace. I was going to do Manchester City and Real Madrid, but I thought, you know what? Let's not show all the big games where we might lose. Let's show some matches where we'll destroy teams like the one against Chelsea. So yeah, we're going to have Real Madrid, obviously a huge Champions League game there. We've got Spartak Moscow, Man City and Watford in the middle. Then we're going to have Crystal Palace in the league as well. A match that we really should just destroy them in that one, shouldn't we? Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2019 with Tottenham Hotspur. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back next time for Real Madrid and Crystal Palace.